What's up everybody, Dr. McKay here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing my Star Trek Online playthrough with the new story arc, Delta Quadrant. We previously finished the Solanate Dyson Sphere arc where we saw the Undyne try to basically exterminate the Klingons and us on behest, I believe, of the Iconians. But we managed to thwart their plans and push them back into fluidic space, so that was pretty fun. So the next missions are to do with the Delta Quadrant. Before we get started, I have reached the rank of Vice Admiral, and I've been commissioned a new ship. I give you the USS Jack O'Neill, Odyssey-class tactical starship. Fresh out of dry dock, ready for its first voyage within the Delta Quadrant. The ship is a beauty. It is basically the Enterprise F. Yeah? Enterprise F. But obviously mine's yellow. So yeah, so the USS Jack O'Neill. I named it NCC 170123. Because why not? So it's going to be its maiden voyage. We're going to basically hail who we got hail for the Delta Quadrant. Before we get started though in the video, if you like the content, feel free to hit the like button, don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so all your support trying to get that up to 1,000 is much appreciated, and I thank you all for supporting my channel. And follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to reach 200 on there, so again, all your support is much appreciated. Right, let's get the hail going and see what our mission today is. Let's go. First mission, escalation. Sub-Commander Carl. The activation of the gateway at the heart of the Solanate Dyson Sphere has given us access to another Dyson Sphere, originally found near the Gelona system, that is now located deep in the Delta Quadrant. The Romulan Republic, the Federation, and the Klingon Empire have put aside their differences in order to unite against common enemies, but they need skilled captains and crews willing to join the fight. Travel through the gateway and contact Delta Command once you reach the Gelona Dyson Sphere in the Delta Quadrant. Rightio, so I got to travel to the direct system in the Beta Quadrant and pass through the gateway. Helm, laying a course for the Iconian Gateway. Engage. Wolf 8. Incoming hail from Voyager, sir. On screen.
Welcome to the Genolan Dyson Sphere. The situation in the Delta Quadrant is continuing to develop. We will need the assistance of all our allies to stay ahead of it.
Thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to serving with you, Admiral Tuvok, yet again. Beam to Delta Command. Right then, one to beam.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant.
What? Hello, Admiral Catherine Janeway. Wow, it's Janeway. Big fan.
There's
Dr.
something
McKay?
interesting I'd like you to look into.
Mindscape. Okay.
We have a problem in the Siluran system. Admiral Tuvok is there on Voyager, and he's calling for backup. Rendezvous with Tuvok and provide any assistance he requires.
Aye, aye, Admiral.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
What is your role here, Admiral?
Officially, there's a joint effort aimed at establishing a new presence in the Delta Quadrant. While I was captain of the Voyager, I learned a lot about this part of the galaxy. Command felt I'd be a valuable part of our efforts here, and I agree with them.
And unofficially?
We need to find out where things stand, especially with some of the more aggressive factions in the Quadrant. There used to be a lot of distance between Delta and our neck of the galaxy. But now, thanks to a pair of Dyson spheres and an Iconian gateway system, the Delta Quadrant might as well be next door. I'd like to make sure we're all going to be good neighbors. There's something interesting.
Thank you, Admiral. Okay, go to the Cerulean system. How many just got it? Okay then, Wonder Beam. Energize. It's always good to see Admiral Janeway. Alright. Exit the Janolan Dyson Sphere.
It's been 32 years since Voyager finished its journey.
We thought we had left the Delta Quadrant behind us.
We were wrong.
The gateways to the Quadrant are open.
And the choices we made have long-lasting effects. Now, we will help the friends we left behind.
And fight the rising darkness.
Voyager's first trip through the Delta Quadrant was a solitary one.
We must return to set things right. This time, we must unite to survive.
Whoa! Epic! Mindscape.
Greetings. Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you in the conference room. Welcome aboard. And if I may say so, it's good to see you again. Between doomsday devices and the Delta Quadrant, it looks like we get all of the interesting assignments. If you'll come with me, I'll take you to Admiral Tuvok. He wants to see you right away.
Van Zyl, I hadn't expected to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Someone decided that with our experience with that, borrowed bird of prey, I'm the perfect person to handle joint operations with the Klingons out here in the Delta Quadrant. I even got a promotion, as you can see.
Yeah, can you fill me in a bit more on what's going on here?
What would you like to know?
Do you know why Admiral Tuvok requested me?
The Admiral is trying to track down Dr. Cooper. He thinks that Cooper is the key to this conflict with the Undine. He hasn't explained why yet, but he says that your assistance is crucial. What would you like to know?
What's the situation here in the Delta Quadrant?
Unstable, but not totally out of control. The Borg have suffered setbacks on multiple fronts. They're being pressed hard by the Voth, the Undine, and various liberated elements. The Voth are mostly bottled up in their home space and in the Solanae Dyson sphere. We've established some connections with a few of the locals, such as the Kobali and the Talaxians. Of course, there are still troublemakers out here. The Kazon, the Hirogen, the Malon, and there's a new power player we're very concerned about. Whoever they are, they're picking off systems left and right. Even the Krenim weren't a match for them. We need to find out who they are and what they want.
Probably, I know who they are.
What would you like to know?
I won't spoil it. Why bring Voyager out here? The ship is 30 years old.
Voyager spent 7 years in the Delta Quadrant, and during that time many of her systems were optimized to deal with the hazards out here. This old girl's still got a few tricks. Besides, Admiral Tuvok specifically brought Voyager out for this mission, and what the Admiral wants, the Admiral gets.
Perks of being an admiral, I suppose, no?
What would you like to know?
Nothing, let's go.
Sorry we don't have time for a tour, but the Admiral insists he needs to speak with you right away.
Don't worry, I saw the ship in the museum. It's fine.
The Admiral is waiting for you in the ready room.
Greetings. Thank you for coming so promptly. We do not have much time, and I require your assistance.
Hello? Nice to see you again, Admiral. What's going on?
I am still under telepathic assault by the Undine we know as Cooper. He has found some means to greatly increase his psionic power, and I cannot withstand his assault indefinitely. I will need your help to repel Cooper's attack and counter him.
You must be under a great amount of stress.
What else do you need to know?
Well, what do you need me to do?
I have been able to deflect Cooper's attacks thus far, but I require assistance to repel him and gain any useful information. I propose initiating a Vulcan mind meld through which you will be able to enter my mind and aid me against Cooper.
That sounds dangerous.
What else do you need to know?
Wouldn't it be better to seek aid of a psionic master?
Your prior experiences with Cooper should allow your subconscious mind to hone in on him. An outsider who has never encountered him before would have no such connection and could never hope to find him.
Ah, lucky me. I'll try to do what I can, Admiral.
What else do you need to know?
Nothing, I'm ready. Be gentle now. This is my first mind meld.
My mind to your mind. Your thoughts to my thoughts.
Ooh, what's going on? There's no sign of Tuvok or anyone else. It looks like I'm alone in the mindscape. Well, I'm definitely in sickbay, I know that. Omega? Access denied. Omega protocol in effect. Computer activate the emergency medical hologram. Oh, hello. Well, hello, Doctor.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Ah. Doctor, I seem to be confined to sickbay. Can you override the door lockout for me?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? First, I need to make sure you're not contagious or suffering from any injuries. This will only take a moment.
I'm fine, Doctor, really. I need to get to engineering.
Don't be difficult. I'm only doing my job. Engineers and captains, always in a hurry to get out of sickbay.
Doctor, it's crucial that I leave sickbay. I need to find Tuvok.
You're not going anywhere. Doctor's orders.
Doctor?
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Can you hear me? Come speak to me at the desk terminal.
Well, okay. Doctor dead.
The mind meld was successful. Excellent. I am currently trapped in the ready room. For the moment, I will only be able to communicate with you remotely. Cooper is working to subvert my mental defenses, and I must focus my concentration on keeping my mind intact.
I love the old retro uniform there, Admiral. So I need to liberate you from your ready room.
No. Cooper is trying to erode my emotional control. Symbolically, this means that he must destroy Voyager. To do so, he is attempting to overload the warp core. You must proceed to engineering to stop Cooper from destabilizing the warp core. If he is successful, he will have broken down my mental control systems. Once the core and my mind are protected from Cooper's attacks, then we can take control of this mindscape. Take the pad from the doctor's office. I will use it to communicate with you as you proceed.
Why do I need the pad? Why not use our
Remember,
communicators?
objects have symbolic significance in this mindscape. As an outsider in my mind, your ability to communicate with me directly is limited. Your communicator is part of your mind, and so it cannot interact with me directly while Cooper tries to keep us separated. The pad is part of my mind, so I can use it to bridge the gap between us.
Strange. But I suppose we don't have time to get into the metaphysics of this. Okay. Where's the pad? I want the pad.
The mind meld was successful. Excellent.
Yeah,
no.
did that. Oh, there it is. Take the pad. Alright.
Good. Now we will be able to remain in contact. Proceed to engineering.
Ooh.
Cooper is attempting to subvert my mental defenses by replacing my memories with engrams from his bioship. Until he is expelled, these kinds of incursions will continue. You may see strange items or distortions in your surroundings. Ignore them and proceed as best you can. Remember Kiri Kin Thaw's first law of metaphysics. Nothing unreal exists.
There we go. Understood. You know, Admiral, when we started working together, I didn't expect to be inside your mind, but here we are.
Cooper is trying to overload the warp core. You must keep it stable.
I was just about to say, this isn't right.
The mindscape is a simulacrum. Cooper may move elements to suit his needs, or try to stop you. Certain areas may be blocked or damaged, or even transformed. Do your best to reach your destination. Cooper cannot simultaneously attack an area and conceal it.
I see.
What are you doing here?
It's Harry Kim.
What are you doing here? This area is very dangerous. The core is unstable.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to stabilize the core.
I've almost got this. Just keep back. It will only take a few more minutes.
Where's the chief engineer? Where's Balana?
Bilana? I don't know. She should be here, but as far as I can tell, everything on Voyager's about to fall apart, and I'm the only one here. Stay back. I'm going to put a force field around the core while I try to stabilize it. It won't contain a core breach, but it might block some of the radiation if the magnetic stabilizers give out.
Ensign, we can solve this more effectively if we work together.
You are stupid, aren't you? Only people the Vulcan melded with should be here. Not everyone on Voyager is part of Tuvok's warped little subconscious. Some of us are far more exceptional.
Ensign Kim, step away from the warp core controls.
I'll destroy you, and Tuvok's mind with you.
Something tells me I shouldn't
He's
really...
raised defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack.
Use one of consoles. What? Okay. Still a good weapon for taking out shields.
Get
out! He has
out!
raised defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack. Quickly, use the controls to restore the warp core. This will strengthen my mental defenses. Excellent. With my mental defenses stabilized, we should have additional time to fend off Cooper's intrusion. Head to the crew decks. Inside of my memories exist fragments of personalities from any person with whom I have previously experienced a mind meld. You may be able to find someone whose personality is not wholly part of my mind, and thus not susceptible to Cooper's influence.
Okay, I'll find someone to help on the crew decks. It's gonna be one of the nicest engineerings and nicest looking warp cores of the ships, like in Trek. Just so sleek. Anyway, off I go. God damn.
Move through the crew decks to your right. You may be able to find a fragment of a personality who can help. People with whom I have previously melded have left impressions of their Katras in my mind. You may be able to convince one to assist you. Because they are not technically me, Cooper's ability to subvert them may be limited.
Alright then, Admiral, I'll keep an eye out for anyone who might be able to help. Yeah, 7.
What is happening? What am I doing here? Who are you? I require specifics. Answer me.
Well, okay, let's start from the beginning. Voyager is in danger from species 8472. We need to liberate Tuvok. He is being held locked in the ready room.
I have no reason to trust you, but this seems familiar somehow. Why am I in the crew quarters? I should be in my regeneration alcove.
Well, Tuvok can explain. Here, he can communicate through this pad.
7. You are currently experiencing an engrammatic regress as a result of a Vulcan mind meld. You must assist me in reasserting control over the meld. I am currently locked in the ready room next to the bridge. Exercise caution as species 8472 has subverted the vessel.
Okay, let's go to the bridge and help Tuvok. This way? Interesting.
That is Borg technology. But the presence of the collective will not dissuade us. Assimilation is irrelevant.
Ah!
Assimilated Undine. They may be a reflection of the unconscious fears of species 8472.
Bridge. Nah, that's Cooper.
Oh, you're here. Let's just get this over with.
This guy, he's always a pain in my ass. Uh-oh. Need to take cover.
I will secure the bridge while you release Tuvok.
Whew. Okay.
With Cooper defeated, he should no longer be able to maintain the telepathic link with my mind. For the time being. We must end the mind meld and consider our next course of action. Now that we have removed Cooper's influence, it is time to break the link between he and myself.
I agree. It's time to end this. Leave mind meld. Woo! Tuvok, that was something else. Right.
With Cooper's attack temporarily halted, we are in a position to slow the advance of his Undine forces. Please accompany me to the bridge.
Lead the way, Admiral.
We still do not have a fix on Cooper's whereabouts. I will contact Starfleet for any current information about Undine movements. Use the sensors to check for their quantum signatures. Voyager's sensor array is currently calibrated for tracking Undine movements, so you should be able to garner results quickly.
Okay, I'll handle the sensors. Oh, access denied. Omega protocol in effect. Something tells me Are we still in the mind meld?
You should return to your ship. While I am somewhat fatigued as a result of the mind meld, I believe that I can continue in my duties on Voyager while we plan our next steps.
Tuvok, I'm getting an error from operations. The Omega Protocol lockdown is in effect.
We must still be in the meld. Cooper is trying to deceive us. He needs to break the link cleanly, but lacks the strength to confront us directly.
What do we do?
You don't belong here.
Oh, damn.
Flanking damage detected.
Right, anybody else? Oh.
We should use the link to our advantage. If we can track Cooper through the link, we can then pursue him in the physical realm. Since the Mindscape deals in symbolic representations, we need a map to his location. We should proceed to astrometrics.
Well, let's go then. Let's go. Astrometrics.
Cooper is trying to block your progress. Look for another path. In 2375, Voyager encountered a malfunctioning board vinculum that had been turned into a trap by species 6339. This vinculum caused other personalities from the collective to surface in 7 of 9. I entered a mind meld with her in an attempt to stabilize her personality. These people are echoes of the personalities of people assimilated by the Borg. They are not truly aware, knowing only that they desire to escape. It may be helpful to think of them as ghosts. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Well, I'm not afraid of ghosts. Goddamn brick wall.
Cooper is attempting to distort your path again. Keep searching.
Okay. Ooh. That's it. Corner me in the corner, as you do.
I sense we are making progress. Keep searching.
Making progress. Okay. Damn. Man, this is taking a while to get in here, isn't it? There we go. Good old astrometrics. Check memory of grid 124 octant 22 theta. According to the Voyager logs, this is the location of Tuvok's previous mind meld with 709, where she suffered the forced intrusion of other minds taken by the Borg into her consciousness. The event was caused by a proximity to a damaged vinculum and is not consistent with influence from the Undine. Let's check somewhere else. Check memory of the Sobri system. After Voyager left the Sobri system early in its journey home, Tuvok experienced a traumatic mind meld with crewman Lon Suda. At the time, Voyager had not yet encountered the Undine. We need to keep checking. And check memory class 17 nebula. Voyager encountered a class 17 nebula in 2373. At this time, Tuvok was suffering from an engrammatic virus and entered a mind meld with Captain Janeway so that the captain could help him trace and resolve the source of the virus, which extended to his tenure aboard the Excelsior under Captain Zulu. This is not related to the Undine incursions. We have to be getting closer. Check memory of the Necrit Expanse. The Necrit Expanse is an area of the edge of Borg space. It is located near the unstable corridor the Undine used to make incursions into our dimension. The quantum singularities in that area of space make it easily subjected to incursions by the Undine. Logic suggests that this would be an ideal location for them to use as a fleet staging area. It is time to end this meld and go find Cooper. I have two Tuvoks. What's going on? Oh, Tuvok disappeared. Must have been an after image.
This ordeal has taxed me mentally, but I must continue the mission. I have learned that Cooper is in fluidic space, in an area that corresponds to the location known in our dimension as the Northwest Passage. We must travel there and enter fluidic space to confront Cooper once more. He is aboard a special command bioship that he cannot abandon. If we catch him in fluidic space, we can force a final confrontation. Please join me on the bridge. I must focus my concentration on regaining my strength. I need you to enter our destination coordinates and make certain that there are no more surprises.
I don't know.
Voyager will join you in the Northwest Passage. We'll leave as soon as you've returned to your ship. We need to hurry if we want to catch Cooper.
Oh yeah, one to beam back.
This area of space was labeled by Commander Chakotay as the Northwest Passage. It is a corridor of space that the Borg avoid because of the high incidence of quantum singularities, which the Undine use as points of transit. Voyager encountered the passage in 2373, and Captain Janeway chose to use it to travel through Borg space. This precipitated our first contact with species 8472.
What do we need to do here?
We must locate a quantum singularity that will lead us into the correct area of fluidic space. My suspicion is that Cooper is using this region as a staging ground for the massed Undine fleet, and his command bioship will be there as well. Approach each singularity and check its quantum wave signature. When we find the correct one, we will pass through.
Aye, but we'll probably have to engage the Undine ships first and then scan the singularities. How close do I gotta be?
this passage will work. Quickly, we must go through the portal. To reach Cooper's command bioship. According to my scans, he is using a modified dreadnought as a control vessel. Intriguing. Cooper's bioship appears to have nerve clusters, gyri, and structures typically associated with brain matter. While most bioships are organic, they are not aware. Rather, they are biological tissue operated by the Undine as tools. Cooper's vessel is different. It is possible that the ship is self-aware.
Interesting.
This would explain the increase in Cooper's telepathic abilities. Not only is his command bioship able to coordinate the entire Undine fleet, acting as a brain for the other ships, but it also amplifies his psionic power. We must gain access to the ship directly. We will need to temporarily disable its shielding mantle, so we can fire upon vulnerable sections to disable it.
Find and disable Cooper's ship. Understood.
You've come a long way, but as you can see, I am not unprepared for your arrival. This command bioship is unique. It is capable of coordinating an entire fleet of bioships. A fleet that will launch from the structures you see here. Even if you attack me, I suspect you will find the sheer power of my new fleet to be overwhelming.
Well, we're not defeated yet. Let's go. Man, fluidic space is real crazy. Trying to reverse.
bioship is weakened. You must beam aboard and locate Cooper while it is possible. We are close to Cooper's position, but the bioship is blocking transport in the area closest to the central nexus. We must find control nodes that will allow us to enter the nexus. As the ship is organic, we may be able to force it open by sending impulses through certain nerve endings, thereby causing a reflex reaction, much like a sneeze.
Okay, find the control nodes, open the central nexus. Got it. Look out, Undine coming down from the ceiling.
The muscles controlling this passage will not release. We will need to find control ganglia we can use to trigger a reflex response and open the door.
The release has to be near here. Okay. Right out.
Cooper, an intriguing notion. I shall make...
Right, try to get you.
Cooper should be in the chamber just beyond this door.
If the ship has a mind, can you convince it not to fight us?
An intriguing notion. I shall make the attempt. You must protect me from Cooper and his soldiers while I concentrate on the mind meld. When you are ready, we shall proceed.
I'm ready. Start the meld. Oh, gonna die it.
The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Do my best.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate. The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I
Alright, Tuvok,
concentrate.
give it a minute.
must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
What is happening? You did this!
My mind to your mind.
Communication link established.
Your thoughts to my thoughts.
The weak will perish.
Why should we listen to the weak?
You will perish when the Iconians complete their purge. To the Iconians, you are weak.
We must survive.
When we fight one another, we are weak. United, we are strong.
No! Don't listen to him!
We must see to our needs.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
The many must survive.
We don't need them!
The many will be strong. The strong will survive.
They are weak. I will save us.
You are weak.
What? No!
But together, we are strong. You will be repurposed.
No!
Ooh, interesting.
The Bio-Dreadnought has no intention of entering our space. Now we must return to our ships before the Undine retreat to their own fortresses in fluidic space.
Aye aye, 1 to beam. Well, 5 to beam.
There are no signs of Undine pursuit. Whatever the intent of the remaining Undine forces, it seems that they do not involve our dimension. As a Vulcan, I am not given to personal displays. Nonetheless, we have shared a deep connection. We will always carry a part of this experience with us. In a sense, you have become a portion of my mental defenses. Part of the ship and crew that define the most challenging aspects of my existence. Our shared effort has prevented another Undine invasion, and incidentally allowed me to retain my sanity. Your contributions are appreciated. I must advise Starfleet Command of these developments. I am sure we will speak again. Until then, I am confident that events in the Delta Quadrant are in capable hands.
Farewell,
Live long
Admiral.
and prosper.
You too, live long and prosper. We're ready to leave the system at your command, sir. Engage. Warp 8.
Admiral Tuvok is safe, along with Voyager. That means a lot to me, personally and professionally. Thanks. Something tells me there's more to this than meets the eye. We'll be in touch if we learn more.
Admiral?
There's something interesting.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Reunion.
A group of Talaxians living in the Intaba system are ready to move to a new homeworld. Admiral Tuvok and Voyager have gone ahead to begin preparations, and I'd like you to assist them.
Anything to help, Admiral?
There's something interesting I'd like you to look in.
Okay, Helm, set a course for the Intaba system. Engage. Reunion. We have arrived in the Intaba system, sir. Our orders are to rendezvous with Admiral Tuvok on Voyager. Setting a course to their coordinates now.
Voyager is under attack by the Kazon. Engines are offline, requesting assistance.
Aye, aye, Admiral.
Talaxian colony served with me on Voyager. Would you be willing to take me there?
Of course, Admiral Tuvok. Beam over at your convenience.
This base is populated by Talaxians. My shipmate from Voyager, Neelix, joined them before they moved to this location. The Talaxians have been looking for a new homeworld for quite some time, and now they have found one. The Alliance's history of the relocation of the Romulans will be invaluable in this process.
Starfleet? Oh, what a thrill! It's so wonderful to see someone from the Federation again. It's been so long, and I keep in touch with my friends, but subspace isn't the same, and listen to me, I'm rambling on. My name is Neelix, and I serve as Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. Before that, I spent 7 years on the USS Voyager with Captain Catherine Janeway.
Admiral Janeway now. She was promoted some time ago.
Admiral Janeway? Of course, she certainly earned that promotion. My link to the Alpha Quadrant wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be until the Janolan Dyson sphere opened a path straight to the Delta Quadrant. Now we get all sorts of news, but yours is the first ship to visit. I may make a trip to Earth myself sometime, sample the cuisine, but that will have to wait until after the colonization. I barely have a minute to myself anymore. There's just so much to do.
About the colonization...
Oh, you've come to help. How wonderful! But of course, Starfleet's always pitching in to help out, aren't they? Why, in all my years as ambassador to the Delta Quadrant, I've done everything I could to uphold the good name of the Federation. I don't always have the resources to do more than diplomatic visits, but we try to help out anyone we can, whenever we can. There are Okampan ships out there right now. Did you know that? My people are helping them explore the stars.
I'm sure the Federation appreciates your efforts on its behalf, but could we get back to the colonization efforts?
Ow, where are my manners? You must be tired and thirsty after your long journey. Come to the colony. We'll fix you right up. But if I could impose on you just for a small favor first. The Kazon Nistrum have been giving us a lot of trouble lately. We've constructed some shield generators to protect the base, but the Kazon keep knocking them offline, and all my shuttles are prepping for the colonization. Could you reactivate the shields for us?
Well, of course I can, Neelix.
Wonderful! Just fly to the generators and start the relaunch sequence. It will take them a few minutes to get up to full strength, but that shouldn't be a problem. After that, beam down to the colony. I'll start making some nice old root stew for you.
Restart the 3 shield generators. Got it. Okie dokie. I do need better impulse.
Scanning in progress. Scanning in progress. Scanning in progress.
That completes all the satellite repairs. Sir, shielding systems coming back online. Good work.
Thank you so much for your assistance. You may beam down to our base at your leisure. Oh, and speaking in my formal capacity as permanent ambassador, welcome to the Delta Quadrant.
Well, thank you, Neelix. Would you like to beam down to the base, sir? Yes.
So good to meet you in person. View screens are so impersonal, don't you think? May I shake your hand? If memory serves, that's how. Mr. Vulcan? Is that you, Tuvok?
Indeed. It is agreeable to see you again, Neelix.
What a wonderful surprise. Come, my friends, we have so much to discuss.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
You look well, Neelix.
What's up, Cody? How's it going?
As do you. Family, children. Being here has changed me for the better.
Resistance is futile.
Indeed. This colony is an improvement on your previous home.
Twice as large and completely updated. You should see the kitchen.
But you still seek a new homeworld?
Of course, children need sun and open skies. A place to put down roots.
Oh, it's always something.
What was that?
Sir, the Kazon returned almost as soon as you transported down. We drove them off, but they got a lucky shot in at the base before they left. Sensors are showing some structural damage in the operations bay. Acknowledged. Inform me if the Kazon return.
The operations bay? Dexter was in there. Dexter's trapped. Please, do something.
No, don't worry, I'm on it.
Dex is a little dizzy, but she'll be fine. I have to stay with her, though. I'm afraid I must impose on your kindness again. Several of our systems were damaged in the attack, and I can't help fix them just now.
Of course I'll help, Neelix. What can I do?
Several of our systems are malfunctioning. Our communications, environmental controls, engineering, and the controls for the crane loading our ships all have been damaged.
Sounds like a lot of work. It'd be my pleasure. It's always something. Can I never, like, stop by, sit down, have a cuppa? It's always do this, do that, do this, do that. The Endeavor. Very nice. I have an Odyssey Star Cruiser now. Right, okay. Locate the repair kit. Parkour. Yeah, I probably got like a whole engineering team on my starship that could fix everything. But no, I gotta do it. Okay. Where's the fourth one? Here we go. Yeah, but okay, so increase. We did it. Now all the chores are done.
Thank you so much. Everything seems to be working properly now, and Dex is feeling much better. I need to take one final lap around the base and speak to a few people before we depart. Would you care to accompany me?
Certainly. Because I got nothing else to do. The show goes on.
I need help loading this ship. Mannix was supposed to help me, but now I can't find him, and I can't reach him on internal comms. I know he hasn't left the station yet, though. Could you look around and tell him that his shift has started?
Fine, Mannix.
The
I
lack
can do
of
that.
discipline among the Talaxians is alarming.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Greetings, friend. What can I do for you?
I'm helping Calyx. She says she needs more workers for this shift.
Really? I was scheduled to work now, but I traded shifts with Oxel so I could meet a friend who's returning from a long trading mission. Find Oxel. He should be able to help you.
Thank you.
I've known Mannix for many years now. If he says he traded shifts, I believe him.
We are very, like, yeah, I want to say gullible, Neelix, from records.
I don't believe we've met yet. I'm Oxel, and you must be one of Neelix's visitors from the Alpha Quadrant. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm trying to track down who's supposed to be working this cargo loader right now. Mannix said he traded shifts with you.
That's right, but then I beat Drexa in a game of Cut is Cut, and she agreed to work the shift for me. You should find her.
Okay, thank you.
Betting work shifts on a game of Caddis Cot is extremely unprofessional.
Well, we all can't be Starfleet, Tuvok, you know?
Hi there. I'm Drexa. I heard you helped save Dex's life. Those Kazon are always bothering us. I wish they'd just find someplace else to go. Is there something I can do for you?
Well, I'm trying to find out who is supposed to be working the cargo loaders. Oxel said you lost a game of Cadiscot to him and agreed to work his shift as payment.
Oh, yes, that's right. I worked his shift, though. Check the duty roster. It should all be there.
Okay, thank you.
Drexa never worries about the details, but she's one of the nicest people I know.
Ooh, a bunch of running around. Alright, the duty roster shows that Drexa did work a shift for Oxel, but she worked Oxel's original shift rather than the time marked for Mannix's shift.
Oh, it's you again. Did you find what you needed?
Well, yes, I checked the duty roster. Oxel had traded shifts with Mannix, so when you did Oxel's shift, you were actually supposed to work Mannix's shift.
Really? But I worked the shift that was in the duty roster.
Very well. Speak to Drexa. God damn it.
Did you find Drexa?
Well, yes. I checked the duty roster. It wasn't updated with your trade with Menex. And so Drexa did your original shift by mistake.
What a goof! I told her I traded shifts with Menex. At least I think I did. Does that mean both Menex and Drexa showed up for my shift?
Well, I'll talk to Menex. God damn it. We'll just get all three of them together and hash it out.
Hey there! I talked to Oxel, and he told me what happened. Did you find Drexa?
Yes, and I looked at the duty roster. Drexa was supposed to do your shift to repay her debt to Oxel, but did his original shift by mistake. But where were you?
Oh, that explains it. I showed up for the shift a bit late, but Calyx said she already had enough workers and I could go back to my quarters. Normally, I would be happy to work, but my friend will be back any time now. That's why I traded shifts in the first place.
I see. God, now what? Just make all three of them work the shift. There we go. Solves the problem.
Did you find Menex?
Well, Menex said he traded shifts with Oxel. Drexa lost the bet to Oxel and took the shift as payment, but Drexa did Oxel's original shift by mistake instead of Menex. So, when Menex showed up to work Oxel's shift, you told him he had enough help and that he could leave.
Sounds like quite a series of miscommunications. But I still need help here. What do you think I should do about it?
Well, Well, Oxel did cause the problem, so by trading shifts with... Yeah, Oxel caused the problem by trading shifts and not communicating properly. It is his responsibility to work the shift. Even though I would have got all of them to work.
I need to scan the route we'll take to the colony. But the Kazon attack has damaged our astrometric system. All it will tell me is how far off I am from our target position. I feel like I'm taking shots in the dark. Would you be willing to help me?
Well, who else is
By
going to help?
adjusting the sensor array's pitch, up and down, and yaw, left and right, you can point the array at the target. By adjusting the force, you can change the distance the array examines. Be sure not to overshoot the target location. The array will be useless if that happens.
Okay. Alright, so target must be within 1 kilometer. There we go. Lock in coordinates. Is that everything, Neelix?
I can't thank you enough for your help. Dex is going to be fine. The doctor says she'll be up and around in no time.
Glad to hear it, Neelix.
I need to return to Voyager. Please escort the Talaxian fleet to New Talix.
It would be an honor, Admiral.
We can return to Voyager at your earliest convenience. The Talaxians have much to do.
Certainly, Admiral. 1 to beam up. Energize. Fly to Voyager.
Thank you for all you have done for the Talaxians. I believe that they will be a valuable ally to us in the days ahead. That would not have been possible without your assistance. I am confident we will see one another again. Until then, live long and prosper.
Peace and long life to you, Admiral.
Our ships are ready to depart. Travel to the staging area to join us in our new adventure.
On my way, Neelix.
Are you ready to depart for New Talax?
Of course. Helm, set course to New Talax. Warp 6. Engage. Sir, I'm detecting extremely high radiation levels in this system. Too high for normal dispersal patterns. I investigate further, but first, Neelix is hailing us from the Talaxian transport vessel. On screen.
Are you detecting the theta radiation spikes? Those levels have been normal and steady for weeks now. What could have happened?
We'll check it out. You stay here with the fleet. Maybe it's the people that dump the rubbish. Sir, there appears to be high amounts of theta radiation around the planet. Our scans indicate that it was recently placed here. It should not be an issue for us to remove them, but we would have to deal with whoever dumped the radiation in the first place. Thank you for the follow, Cody. Much appreciated. Neelix, do you have an idea who did this?
Theta radiation could mean only one thing. The Malon.
Yep.
They lack the technology to recycle antimatter waste, which has led them to develop an entire industry around dumping theta radiation in various areas. We can't survive on New Talax if the Malon are going to use it as their personal garbage dump.
Well, I'll deal with this, Neelix. Right then, guys.
Unknown vessel. This site is claimed by the Malon. Go find your own dump site.
The Talaxians have claimed this system. You need to find another place to dump your waste.
Why? I was here first. Besides, there's a neutron star near here that makes this the perfect location for our needs. Finding another would be too expensive. Tell the Talaxians to find another planet.
The Talaxians have been searching for years for a planet like their homeworld. We could assist you to find another dump site. The Malon have cut communications, sir. They're powering up weapons, but they're not a match for the Jack O'Neill. Red alert, target their engines. Destroying their ships will only make the radiation worse. Sir, sensors are detecting Malon reinforcements on an intercept course. Well, okay. Battleship inbound. Okay. just gonna hail them. Right, are we gonna talk this out, or are we gonna keep fighting? Hmm?
Enough! You've ruined me, wrecked my ship. At least spare my life.
Well, find another place to dump your trash then.
The Malon are gone, but the radiation is still around. Oh, what can we do? This would be perfect. We can't live here if the radiation is going to affect the entire planet.
The Jackanale can easily remove this radiation. Just give us a moment. Oh god. Now I gotta clean up somebody's mess. Again. There we go, all
Thank
clean.
you so much for all of your help. You are a true friend to me and to the Thalaxian people. Your crew will always be welcome on Utalax. And good luck in your voyages. I hope to see you again soon.
It has been a pleasure, Neelix. Best of luck to you and your people. We have completed our mission, sir. We can leave as soon as you're ready. Walk 5. Engage. Nope, it didn't do the walk. Never mind.
The Malon were causing problems? Can't say I'm surprised. Hopefully this won't amount to more than a minor inconvenience. If it does, we'll be ready to take action.
Yes, Admiral. Alright, what we got? What we got? Torpedo weapons damage, maximum shield capacity, all damage resistance. Let's go down.
There's something.
Congratulations, Admiral.
We're being hailed by Admiral Quinn on screen. Congratulations, Admiral. You have conquered yet another milestone in your journey through Starfleet. You still have challenges ahead of you, but I'm confident that you will be able to do anything you set out to do. Good luck. Thank you, Admiral. Not now. Unlikely places.
It's been more than 30 years since Voyager passed through this region of space. But the echoes of what Captain Janeway and her crew did linger. We need to reestablish relationships here. I'm assigning you a region of space to patrol. Meet the locals and find out how things stand in the Delta Quadrant today.
Aye, aye, Lieutenant Commander. Set a course for the Argala system. Engage. Wanted. Admiral, I am detecting an ongoing firefight. The combatants appear to be Benthan Protectorate Squadron and some Harodran. Orders? Let's give the Benthans a hand.
Entered an area controlled by the Benthan Guard. Our scans indicate your ship is armed and operational, and you have demonstrated your ability to assist in an ongoing operation. You will either join our squadron as a deputized Protectorate officer, or clear the area immediately.
Deputized?
You are now my deputy. We are here to apprehend a suspect wanted in multiple systems for crimes not limited to theft, coercion, destruction of private property, and murder. When you arrived, we were dealing with one of this criminal's lieutenants. We've tracked the suspect to this system. Your assistance in this matter is required, and appreciated.
Do what I can, Commander.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
Kind of like stuck in the mud here.
To the Benthan Guard. Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids, possibly consistent with bolt holes and temporary hideouts.
What did you know?
We do what we want, where we want.
Damn.
Tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
Here we go. Nice wave.
Congratulations, Admiral. We'll send over a pacification party to take the suspect into custody.
Aye, aye.
Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to this sector. We recommend that you get underway and head for secure space. There's been a lot of turbulent activity recently, and multiple reports of danger to travelers.
Anything we should be aware of, Commander?
There have been rumors that the Borg are fighting large-scale battles. We have little evidence of who against or why as of yet, but we are finding the aftermaths of such conflicts. Whoever's been fighting the Borg has caused significant damage to the collective. We're taking a cautious approach until we know more. I suggest you do the same.
Interesting. Battlefields where Borg ships have been wrecked and nobody knows what's doing it. There is a mystery worth investigating. Anything that could tangle with the Borg like this could be a helpful ally or a very dangerous enemy. Well, let's be sure to include this in our report.
We have the suspect in custody now, and we also apprehended a fair number of his associates. This part of space will be safer without their influence. I'm dispatching medics to treat any wounded so they can stand trial, and an engineering team to ensure his ship is stable so we can tow it back to base. Thank you. We have it from here.
No worries, Commander. Engage. Warp 5.
We've received a distress call from the USS Callisto. The signal was garbled, and there's little more than their last known location in the data. Get out there and bring the Callisto home if you can.
Aye, Admiral.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Down, all the way down there. Well, we'll think we're going to save that for the next video. We have completed 4 episodes so far of the Delta Quadrant. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, feel free to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so let's try and get it up. All the subscribers, is much appreciated. So thank you very much for your subscribers and your views. All that said though, I've enjoyed this so far, meeting like obviously Admiral Janeway, Neelix, the Doctor, even though that was in a mind meld. It's been fun. I can't wait to continue. I've been Dr. McKay. Thank you all for watching. Until the next time, live long and prosper, and I'll catch you then. Cheers and goodbye. Bye. Have fun.